I like my coffee in the mornings.
You had your coffee. Well, you let your coffee sit on the counter.
No, I like it myself.
You have been making it yourself.
But I like a little bit of sugar in it.
I know. You like to sneak it in.
We had the idea of maybe getting a house for Andy, and Penn-Mar says, well, we haven't done that before. It doesn't mean we can't.
He seems a lot happier in his own place. He has so much more space, his studio where he does his painting, and he has a neighborhood.
The guy across the street takes him in rides in his Jeep. He has neighbors from his house that he lived with his parents that walks with him every weekend, that bakes him stuff. So he's a very lovable guy.
Andy voiced that he wanted a home of his own, a place for him to put down roots, get to know the neighbors, and to cultivate those interpersonal relationships. It means a lot to me to be able to facilitate that in somebody else's life.
I think Andy is a great example of somebody who knew what he wanted, and it was something that was a little bit different than maybe traditional services would provide. And so what we do is we have to listen. We have to listen first and then not say, where does he fit into our system, but what do we have to put in place to make what he wants a reality? It starts with listening to what somebody wants.
I think for us, the most significant thing is we don't worry. We don't worry, you know. We're just very comfortable with the staff. We have good communication. When we ask for things, I think they will say, how can we make this work?
The best part is to know that everyone on that team wants what's best for whomever is at the table. And that is the quality of life of the person that we're supporting.
It's really cool to have a team that will step in and say, okay, this is what I can do. It helps to take the burden off of the individual residential supervisor or the residential program manager.
There isn't a weak link. Everybody knows each other's strengths, everybody knows each other's weaknesses, and that is something that has made our team just so much stronger.
I mean, I just like the interaction. I like to see them smile, I like to see them happy. I already know this is my calling. I can't do anything else.
The people that I'm here to support, they deserve to be advocated for. They deserve to have a healthy and long-lived life. I know I'm just one person, but one person can help someone else. That can also help someone else, that can also help someone else.
We're not happy being stagnant and doing what we've always done, which is a great point with Andy and his home. Doing something new that furthers the ability of the people that we support is what we stand for.
The reason why I like Penn-Mar so much is because other places I worked at, the individuals didn't have any say. They didn't go anywhere, they didn't go out to dinner, they didn't choose their own food, they didn't go shopping. And these individuals, they have all the options in the world.
I actually worked with Andy in supported employment, the first day that I worked at Penn-Mar. To see him live on his own, that's his house, and that's his TV. It's a different Andy.
What do you have on?
Red Sox, baseball. But the Cavs play tonight against the Pens. I think they're going to lose.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I think they're playing at Pittsburgh tonight.
We gotta go see.
I found out. I asked her 5 times this morning.
I bet you did.
I think they really mean what they say. I think they really are trying to create the best lives possible. We've really seen that. Andy really does have a lot of choice in terms of how his day goes, which is super, super important to us.
COVID has forced people to isolate. And in that forced isolation gives us, who haven't necessarily experienced those type of things in our own life, it gives us just a small taste of what it has been like for people with disabilities historically. And it helps us to have maybe more empathy towards why it's so important that people are empowered to live their best lives and have people surrounding them that will support them to help them get there.
We have a direct impact on people's lives. Andy had such a change in his lifestyle that's been a huge positive change for him. Being able to affect that positive change in somebody's life, it's tremendously important.